Hello and welcome to day 2 of the 3-day workshop about mastering your job search in Canada and being successful in the workplace. Today is day number 2 and today we're going to talk about mastering your job search strategy. We're going to talk about personal branding, how to network effectively, and how to stand out with your resume. So in our agenda for today, we will mention the meaning of personal branding for job seekers, and also we will talk about resumes and cover letters and what are they and how we can make them more effective. And last thing, we'll discuss networking and how to effectively network on platforms such as LinkedIn to be more successful. So first things first, let's talk about personal branding. And with that, I always say you are a corporation. So what does corporation mean? So you need to understand your brand. So change your mindset. When you are looking for a job, you are not a job seeker, but you are offering help, you're offering guidance, you're offering services, and you are solving problems. And if you think about any corporation, any company, like whether it was a landscaping, it was a soft drinks company, a Walmart, a grocery store, whatever it is, they are doing that. They are providing a service, they are providing a solution to their customers. So what you need to do, think about 5 to 10 ways you can help companies with your area of expertise, what you can offer them, what kind of services you can provide. Write it down, and then when you get those services, this is what you can do, this is what you can help them with, and based upon that, you can define yourself. So it's important to identify your unique value proposition, and this is very important because if you are looking for a job, you're not gonna say I'm looking for a job. You need to show what kind of help you can do, what kind of services you're offering. And to answer this, to provide your unique value proposition, you would need to have answers to the following questions. What problem I solve? What is the target employer? What makes my solution unique? What results the employer expect, and how you convey your message in a concise manner. So what the problem you are solving? Are you like what are the pain points? What are the challenges? Are you making their life easier? Who is your target employer? Are they individuals, groups, companies, Fortune 500 companies? Like who is your dream employer? And then what makes your solution unique? What kind of service do you provide? The idea, what qualities you have to offer them, and then the results you provide to your employer. What are the outcomes, the advantages? Can you describe in more details what they would expect from you? For example, generate 500 leads in the first quarter, for example. I don't know. Something with numbers that you can present. How can you convey your message? That's another thing to do. So with that information you have, the next step is to write your elevator pitch. What is elevator pitch? Elevator pitch is something you would say about yourself if someone asks you in elevator situation. You have almost like 30 seconds, sometimes less, to talk about yourself. The wrong elevator pitch many people do. They say, hi, my name is Alex, I'm 30 years old, I'm from UK, I am married, I have 3 children. This does not work. This is not the way you present yourself. The right elevator pitch answers the what, who, how, and can be inspired from the value proposition as we mentioned earlier. So just to give you an example, let's say you are a project manager. So you can say, I specialize in turning chaos into streamlined success in the technology sector. My strategic approach and knack for team collaboration consistently deliver on-time and on-budget results. So this is just an example of an elevator pitch. Let's talk about resumes and cover letters. So your resume is not a CV. A CV is not being used in North America. And what do we mean by that? CV includes all your information, everything, and all your experiences. It's like a master resume, but the resume is specific to the job you are applying to. A resume does not include everything, only related information. And you don't need to mention your master's degree in a resume if you are applying to become a barista for a survival job or whatever. Another thing, it's very important to use visuals, and it stands out. One website I highly recommend is to use canva.com. It's a free website where you can pick a design, fill your information, and create a great looking resume. So please don't use the one from Microsoft Word, the one you see on the screen, the Jane Doe one. No, just don't use this generic one. Imagine how many people are using this and expect outstanding results. So always use something outstanding, eye-catching, so that it gives your personality, shows your abilities, shows your interest in the job. And always put your work experience first, as most employers are not interested in your education. Believe me, I worked in so many jobs. Unless if you're working in education, in colleges or universities, nobody gonna ask for your transcript. Nobody is interested in seeing what kind of degree you have. They will ask you, you say, oh, I have master's degree, I have bachelor's degree, and that's it. Like, nobody will ask, oh, can you bring your actual diploma or transcript to, I want to have a look at it. No, nobody will do that. So it's very important to put your work experience first, and then the education will be last. The only case where this would not be you would not do this if you are fresh out of college and you just graduated, you have more information about your classes and the projects you worked on, and basically everything related to your education. So you put it up because you don't have any relevant work experience. Also, you need a cover letter, and it's a letter written to the hiring manager, summarizes your qualifications and what and answers the question why they should hire you. And what's interesting about cover letter is that you can use it as an explanation letter, and you can talk about the gaps, anything that you feel it's not very clear in your resume. You can discuss it and explain it in the resume letter. In the cover letter. So use the same template you used for your resume, use it for the cover letter, because it reflects like a brand. If you look at the screen, you can see that there is in the upper example created by Canva, you can see that there are two documents, and you can create something like that. So you put your name, your title, and then you put your cover letter over there. So why successful networking on LinkedIn is important and other platforms? And the reason why, because applying online does not work anymore. Imagine how many people are applying online doing exactly the same thing like you do, unless if you spoke to a recruiter and they are waiting for your resume and they said, just apply online, let me know and I will pick it up from the pool. That's special case. Other than that, hundreds of resumes are submitted. There are those automate systems that are in place. They will filter out your resume and throw it in the trash. So it's very important to have other means of getting into the hiring managers, and networking is one of the most successful methods that people use. So what you need to do, you need to look for connections that work in the company you want to work for, and then ask them to schedule like a phone call. Mention why you want to, the reason why you want this phone call, what kind of questions you have about the company, and what you want to discuss. Get insider information from them, if they are actually hiring or just gathering interest. Is the company expanding or shrinking? What do they think about it? Are they salary? What's the salary life work balance? Is it good? Not? Is it stressful? Is the employee looking for an opportunity to leave, or they are happy where they are? Who is the right HR contact? What's their name, their phone number to call? And if they can get a bonus, sometimes this is very important. Sometimes the employees might get a bonus if they referred you. So this bonus can be what, $1,000 or $1,500, $2,000, depends on the company. So if ask them what they need from you so that they feel comfortable referring you. And if you get a referral, congratulations, you have better opportunity than hundreds of other people. The last thing I want to mention, this is very, very uncomfortable, but if you do it, you will be ahead of the others. Cold calling. Cold calling. The cold calling strategy is to pick up the phone. So let's you want to work as a project manager, and you identify the companies, like you create a list of the companies that, let's say, in construction. So you go through those lists, those companies, pick up the phone and call them and speak with them and tell them about yourself and see if they are hiring. And maybe you will someone who's interested in, in talking to you, working for you. So you never know. So this cold calling. The other way is to drop off packages, and there are other options as well. But drop off packages, basically you create, you print your resume, you print your cover letter, and go to the company and deliver it to the receptionist. And with that way, if you, let's say, reach out to 30 companies, there is a chance one or two of them will reply to you. But you will say, okay, I'm a newcomer. I don't have connections. I know nobody. What do I do? Here is very important thing. You need to change your mindset. Nobody wants to friend a taker only. No one wants to be friend with a consumer, but everyone loves people who are producers. So you need to change yourself from a consumer to a producer. It's not easy, but once you do it, then you will see a difference. If you post daily on LinkedIn, for example, if you go answer people questions, provide value, join groups on Facebook and answer questions, ask networking questions, and look for replies like, how did you find about your first job in Canada? Keep the conversation. Always use open-end questions like what and how. What, how. Alternate those, and that way you will keep the conversation. The other thing I would recommend is to join Nextdoor. If you don't know what Nextdoor is, it's a social media network that neighborhood based, and That way you can connect to local people. It will help you to introduce yourself, get to know your neighbors, the people around you. Mostly, now this is interesting. People you find in your area might be senior people. Try to connect with them, especially senior and retired, because those people have more time and they feel lonely. They want people to interact with. If you can get them to meet at a local coffee shop for a coffee, for example, they will give you more information about their work. Maybe they worked at a company you are interested in, or they know someone, their son, their daughter, whoever they can connect you with. That's a great point to start. The other thing is to volunteer. So you can volunteer at a food bank, pet shelter, a hospital, a library, etc. Offer your help, offer value. The more value you offer, the more you will interact with people. The more you interact with people, the more relationships you will build, and you will be able to find the spot you want. Also, try to join local groups. Let's say there is a pickleball, there is fishing, ice skating, soccer, whatever it is, your hobby is, join those groups, and that's how you can get to meet more people. The other way is to join your local religious community, house of faith, for example, mosque, synagogue, temple, church, and then connect with people there you will meet. So there are so many ways you can use to meet more people. Now the question is, how would you network with someone you don't know? First thing you can ask, start from your network, find who knows who. One thing to do that is through LinkedIn, and it will tell you like what's the relationship. So for example, if it's second or third, and that's how you can connect. Also, you can reach out to that person directly, introduce yourself, tell them, you don't know me, I don't know you, but I would like to connect with you because X, Y, Z. The other thing you can do, you can ask them to go for a coffee, which may not work all the time. So you might do like a Zoom call, phone call, to better introduce yourself. So these are just like some of the options you have. Also, what you can do, think about adding value. Think about, before speaking to this person, how do I help them? If there is something you can help them, how do I add value to their life? There will be some reciprocity. They will think of you as someone valuable, and they want to help you as well. It's very important to have a good LinkedIn profile picture with complete information. You should have a face profile optimized, looks nice, not necessarily quite formal and professional, but not obscene, not professional. So you need to create a professional, nice image for yourself, as well as create a Nextdoor profile as mentioned. Use a professional email. I can't stress that. You don't have to purchase your own domain. That's taking it to the next level. If you want to do that, that would be great. But you can use Gmail, but please don't use like Hello Kitty 658. Use your name, something formal, professional, reflects your image. Thank you so much. I hope I helped you today. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. I know finding a job and settling and being successful in a new country is very difficult. It's different task than where you might came from the country you came from. So always, I'm always happy to help. Feel free to connect with me on LinkedIn, and stay tuned for video 3, day 3. We will discuss more in details after you get the job. What are the expectations? What are the things you can do during that period? So thank you so much, and wish you all the luck in your job search journey.